Hello. I'm sorry, yesterday should have come with a disclaimer. Might have upset someone, I don't know, but I hope I didn't, and if I did, I apologise. It was a bit crass, maybe, but, you know, I was enthusiastic and, I say, brain, whatever. Today, you know, I'd like to be a bit more positive. I'd like to, having maybe given a bad taste yesterday, I'd like to highlight all the great things in the world. There are some great things in the world. Today, I wrote a list, of all of the amazing things that I don't think get enough credit these days. And in no particular order, I'd like to start at the top. That's an order though, isn't it? That's top to bottom. Okay, let's not start at the top. I'm going to start with second one down. Second one down is bridges. Bridges are awesome. We remember when we used to get those little wooden things with the trains and the cars, and I remember a Skeletric set and stuff. Bridges were the best bit. You get a figure of 8, especially so you can have a bridge. Bridges are awesome. I like going under bridges. I like going over bridges. I like people who make bridges. I like good bridges. I have a favourite bridge. My favourite bridge is the Humber Bridge, and it's near Hull in England. And I think that's better than the Golden Gate Bridge. It's better than the Brooklyn Bridge. It's just my favourite bridge. I think we have good bridges, and I think that we don't really give bridges enough credit. They're awesome. Well, why don't we look at them more and go, oh wow, we can really get over that thing that we couldn't get over before. That's the bridge that does that. That's good news. Second on my list. Second, or at least not second, but you know, on my list still. I think stuff that floats is good. I think if it wasn't for stuff floating, water wouldn't be as good, would it? It would be rubbish. We wouldn't be able to do anything with it. We'd be able to drown, we'd be able to drink it, but for some reason, things float, and that is great. That means there's a whole new aspect to what that we didn't have when things didn't float. I mean, people can make their whole living out of floating things. If boats float, if it wasn't for boats, we wouldn't be able to sail the seas, which I guess you can't say that can't play, but whatever, anything that floats is great. We float, we're people, and we still float. Ducks float, everything floats. I think, well, not everything floats, some things sink, but that's a great thing. Floating stuff is great. Where am I on my list? Oh, magical, mystical wizards. And I don't mean, you know, the mystical, magical, wizardy type. I mean travel agents! Travel agents are awesome! You just walk into a travel agent, you say, hello, Mr. Travel Agent, I would like to cross your palm with silver, and I would like to pick a place on the globe, and I would like to go there, and I would like to give you a magical list, and I would like it fulfilled, and then you give me a list. And the list you give me is a set of instructions, and if I follow these instructions well enough, I will end up in China. It's a great thing. This is awesome. We don't really give them enough credit. I mean, it's just a job. They get paid for their job, and you know they're taught how to do it and stuff. But wow, they can send us anywhere. All we have to do is bribe them with money, and they tell us exactly where they say. If you get to Heathrow Airport by this time, I will eventually get you to New Zealand. That's amazing. I think that's amazing. Every day. Wow. What's next on my list? Beekeepers. Oh, these things, I'm dying of enthusiasm. It's amazing. I think beekeepers, to be a beekeeper, is the same as every day of your life you put in your head in a crocodile's mouth and you're scraping out its saliva just so, you know, people can put it on their toast in the morning. And that's what they go through on a daily basis. I mean, bees aren't quite as deadly as crocodiles, but if you have enough bees, they could form a crocodile mouth in the sky that could crunch you and sting you on the way down. If crocodiles had bees in their teeth, they would be about as dangerous as a big group of bees flying in the shape of a crocodile. So, you know, good on beekeepers. I think they're amazing people who do an amazing good thing for our society. Next on my list of amazing things, I would like to highlight really small things. How do they make them so small? There are so many small things, but we don't appreciate them. I mean, if you were to go like this, really close to the pavement or the road, and go, fuck, there's shitloads of little rocks, and those little rocks just positioned perfectly with a little rock next to it, and a little rock next to that. And then then you look up and you think, there are billions upon trillions of little rocks, and they're all so small. I mean, I'd like to include in small things that are really far away and look small, because you can look over there and go, there's a really small house. I mean, to my perspective, but now, just because I know it's not a small house, just because I know it's far away, doesn't mean it doesn't look small. It looks small, so I'm going to include it with really small things. And I think small things are great. I think small things are minimum 7 times better than big things. So I'm going to add little small things for my list. Then the next thing is lists themselves. People who write lists are amazing. I don't write lists, apart from this list. Obviously, the irony of me reading a list saying I don't write lists, I'm highlighting list writing. I don't do it. But it keeps people organised, keeps people... I don't know, it's not the brain, not my capacity to write lists, but fuck, I love that other people do. Those people I can think, yeah, I like you, you're okay. Then they pull out a list, I think, I love you, you're just a genius. It's great. And last and finally on my list, it's things that spin round. Our world spins round. Wheels spin round. If it wasn't for wheels being able to spin around, we wouldn't be able to get anywhere on buses or bikes. Or you just slip me with a bit of string with a bobbin on it, and I could just go and make the bobbin just spin around. I'd be there for days. Absolutely days. Bike wheels, everything that spins. I like spinning stuff. It's good. It's satisfying. The more something spins, the better it is. If you can actually name me something that spins that's a bad thing, then I'll eat my own feet. Definitely feet. Because you probably can name me something that spins bad. I'm not going to eat poo. So great. That's me done for the day. The world isn't that bad, is it? Come on.